the mighty battle is here. Welcome back. I am Mauro and this is the in-depth comparison and also a full in-depth review of the mighty new MOZA Air 2 versus the market standard DJI Ronin-s. After using the Ronin-s for more than 6 months on my travels and work, and the MOZA Air 2 more than 3 weeks, I am pretty confident on what specs and features I am looking for. I want to find the best balance in strength, portability, size, weight and special features, achieving the best possible footage in the less amount of time and in the easiest way possible. First of all, you can find the full unboxing video on the link in the description and all my past projects made with the Ronin-s. Also, you can find the new unboxing video of the MOZA Air 2 with the complete setup of the FeiyuTech motor. Let's get straight to the footage to get an idea of what are they capable of. And we don't have 2 exact same setups to test them, but we actually had 3 setups switched in between the gimbal to run them down in some patterns. Note that you can't match any single move of 2 operators following a beamer and running in a different pattern. We used mostly the Blackmagic Cinema 4K camera on the MOZA Air 2 with the Sigma 18-35mm on Metabone speed booster, and on the Ronin-s my Sony a7 III with the Samyang 35mm f1.4. A big shout out to Mateo and all the crew that made possible this video. There is a link content in the description to check Mateo's works. Enjoy the test footage and use it to make an idea of what are they capable of. And note that in a lot of situations we are running hard following a car. The footage isn't stabilized in any way. Analyzing all the footage for a normal stabilization without the special features that our gimbal capable of, I can see a lot of difference in the actual stabilization, and even in the smoothness. It's actually really hard to notice who wins here. They both do a good job stabilizing the footage. The MOZA Air 2 declares up to 4.2 kg of payload, versus the Ronin-s 3.6. So if you are going for a weighter setup, I would for sure use the MOZA Air 2. We didn't go much more than approximately 2.5 kilos in the test. The MOZA Air and the Ronin-s 2 both work fine. Let's get on the main features that makes the MOZA Air 2 stand out compared to the Ronin-s. Let's get straight to the control options that I think that are the most important. The MOZA Air 2 has a built-in screen with multiple controllable features via the control button and wheel. The Ronin-s has 3 LED lights in the standard package and you have to buy the additional command unit. Let's have a look on the features. The main great feature of the MOZA Air 2 is the control strength of all axes with just a roll on the control knob. On the Ronin-s you have to connect the Ronin app or get the display command unit. On the MOZA Air 2 you can auto-tune the gimbal by long pressing the FN button. It makes a great dance. You can auto-tune the Ronin-s by pressing long the M button. The Ronin-s doesn't dance, it makes a burp sound. Connecting the provided Sony cable on the MOZA Air 2 you can control the ISO, shutter value, aperture and exposure compensation. On the Ronin-s on my Sony a7 III, without the provided cable, you can only control start, stop recording and half press focus. The MOZA Air 2 has 3 savable configurations just like the Ronin-s, but you will have to use the Ronin app if you don't have the control unit for the Ronin-s. On the MOZA Air 2 you can configure a roll axis on your focus wheel at the side and make a really controlled roll rotation move on the focus wheel.
Smoke's going up, waiting to feel the rush like fire from the sky.
This option isn't available on the Ronin-s. On the MOZA Air 2 you can toggle on and off all the motors and their behavior with different patterns like follow, tilt, roll, pan and all together. On the Ronin-s you will have to do it via the app or the external Ronin-s command unit. The basic controls are the same, 2 times to recenter and 3 times to enter selfie mode with the back trigger, just like the Ronin-s. You can control the behavior of the IFOCUS unit via the built-in controls and set the A and B points. You can check the full tutorial for the IFOCUS for the MOZA Air 2 on the video link in the description. The MOZA Air 2 have replaceable batteries that you can charge via the dedicated charger, and replacement 180-650 batteries are cheap. The Ronin-s has a built-in battery in the handle grip, and if you want a quick new fresh charge, the only way is to buy an additional battery grip. The MOZA Air 2 has a bundle where you can get the IFOCUS motor in the same package. The Ronin-s doesn't come in a bundle price with the follow focus motor and you have to buy it separately. On the MOZA Air 2 you can lock the roll motor axis for an easy to carry mode and balance. On the Ronin-s you can't lock any axis. The MOZA Air 2 have a same profile size like the Ronin-s, but the Ronin-s can dismount the grip handle, making it more easy and more packable than the MOZA Air 2. If you want to find my one and all backpack for the Ronin-s, you can check my link in the description. The MOZA Air 2 will hardly fit in any standard DSLR backpack, and the best choice is to buy their dedicated MOZA Fashion camera backpack. The MOZA Air 2 is delivered with 2 standard arca-swiss manfrotto quick release plates. The Ronin-s is delivered with 1 plate. It's almost identical like the manfrotto one, but not compatible with manfrotto standard plates. The MOZA Air 2 comes with all the bundle of cables necessary to operate your Sony, Panasonic, Canon, Blackmagic. The Ronin-s doesn't come with bundle the Sony cable and you have to purchase separately. The MOZA Air 2 has an additional power supply on the handle. The Ronin-s doesn't have this feature. The MOZA Air 2 is lighter, with 1.6 kg gimbal and body. The Ronin-s gimbal and grip is about 1.85 kg. The MOZA Air 2 have a declared 16-hour battery operation time, versus the Ronin-s 12 hours operation time. I didn't have to charge either of them in a whole day of use. In this comparison I stated the main features that fit my creative style. I probably left out some settings and features that don't fit my style. Let's get straight to the verdict and what's the best option for you. You will get the MOZA Air 2 if you want an all-in-one solution with a great built-in full-on function screen, the control wheel option for that strength adjustments in just one tap. You want that great bundle option with the follow focus for a reasonable price. You like the expansion power ports on the side and the swappable 180-650 batteries, roll tilt, axis motor lock, and most of all, you like that max weight option 4.2 kilos. The MOZA Air 2 with all the built-in feature can make a great alternative on the Ronin-s. You will get the Ronin-s if you want the battery grip disassembly option that will make your Ronin-s smaller to pack, even if it's a little heavier. You like the ecosystem that it's built around the Ronin-s, like the Ronin-s universal mount, the DJI Force Pro and even the Tech Master wheels. Remember that even the additional display on the Ronin-s is an additional expense, and adding the follow focus motor, you are way over $1,000. Okay, so you are asking me what would be my choice. Well, it's really hard to say. I would use the MOZA Air 2 mostly for my weddings, where the built-in control screen and the universal manfrotto plate mount makes me that run and gun easy of use with my other manfrotto monopods and tripods, and the control wheel can make me adapt lenses and adjust the strength in less than 15 seconds. In the other way, I like the disassembly option of the handle grip battery of the Ronin-s, and for my travels, well, even if it's a little heavier, I would still go for the Ronin-s. For me actually, the best gimbal would be all the functions and control settings of the MOZA Air 2 with the disassembly option of the battery grip from the Ronin-s. Having a lot of projects lately, well, I will be keeping both of them. I hope that this comparison with the Ronin-s and MOZA Air 2 with the review of the MOZA Air 2 will make you decide on which gimbal to choose and which features are the most important for you. If I would have to choose one, I would sacrifice the handle grip and go for the MOZA Air 2. Yeah, that's my choice if I would have to have one. For any questions about these two gimbals, feel free to comment down below and I will be happy to answer them all. Thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you really enjoyed it with the bell ring icon to get notified every time I make a new video, and see you on my next one.